This week on Days of Our Eagles, it's a battle of the birds as Philly goes to the desert to take on Phoenix. And their abysmal play was on full display in the opening kickoff as they allowed Ron Wolfley to take the ball 67 yards to their own 9. If not for the defensive line putting pressure on Tim Rosenbach, the first Cardinal drive would have ended in 7, but they were held to a field goal.
I don't believe
The
it.
Eagles' opening drive went all backwards, getting 3 sacks and a punt. But Mike Golick-Knotts would be back on the menu. He sacks Rosenbach all the way to General Hospital. Tom Tupa takes over for the Cardinals in typical Cardinals fashion and throws an interception on their first play. Cunningham showed he was a shell of his previous year's performance with 2 turtle-like runs and a pass into the 9th row of the stands. The ball must have had popcorn butter on it as it was fumbled in the end zone by an errant pitch intended for Johnson. Byron Evans picks up the ball and the Eagles scored in spite of themselves. A 48-yard diving pass to Fred X. Barnett puts the Eagles in field goal range. The red zone is a foreign entity to the Eagles, and they are forced to kick a 27-yard attempt that gets in with the assistance of the left upright. Arizona's special teams would not be denied as they punt to the Eagles' 2. The ensuing play, Molasses Motorboat gets sacked by Rod the Bod Sadler to put the Cardinals within 5. The second half has the 2 offenses continue their maladroit attempts at progress to no avail. The 2 teams trade punts like baseball cards. The Eagles get an interception from Byron Evans, who recovered the fumble for a touchdown earlier. This puts the Eagles in field goal range again. As anticipated, they went 1, 2, 3, and 44 yards for a field goal. The Eagles took the 2-score lead with just over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Victory would be certain, but this is the Eagles. The Cardinals took 1 play to go 66 yards to Ernie Jones. The collective sphincters in the city of Philadelphia clenched, even more so when the onside kick was recovered. The plans would be thrown in reverse thanks to a failed reverse run and 3 Golick-Knotts sacks. Golick read the press clippings about Das Wunderkind Jeff Wright and wanted to provide a reminder of his presence. The Eagles had a chance to ice the game with a 39-yard field goal attempt. As anticipated, it sailed wide right. This gave the Cardinals one last chance to destroy Philadelphia, but Phoenix attempted one more reverse, which worked as well as all of the other ones. It didn't work at all. The Eagles walked away with a victory that felt like a loss. The only bright spots were Mike Golick, Byron Evans, and Fred X. Barnett. The offensive incompetence was equaled on both sides as each team had 71 combined yards of offense. Tupa's 2 interceptions and Philly's 2 first downs were the only differentiations. The Eagles next go to Dallas to challenge their rivals, the Cowboys. Between Kelvin Martin and Michael Irvin, it will be a battle of how quickly they can get open versus how quickly the defensive line can get to Troy Aikman. How will it all play out? Find out next week. Like Golick-Knotts through a center, these are the days of our Eagles.